Hey, what's up, everybody? Primus 22 here, bringing you something different. As the channel's been expanding, I've been noting that there's less of me and more of Transformers. And what I mean by that is usually, how it used to be was I used to always be in the corner of the screen, when it was a game channel. And I don't want to lose the connection between me and the viewer. So, too often, I'm going to be behind the screen, doing Transformers lore stuff. And I decided to start this little thing called Primus Prime Time. It's basically just a little talk series where I just talk about some of the new Transformers stuff. Talk about whatever I want, really. It's not necessarily confined to Transformers stuff. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I need something at least 10 minutes long to get that watch time, am I right? Normally I'd probably record this on Wednesday after new comics come out, but there's been an absence of comics lately, and next Wednesday everything's going to be pretty much released at once, so who knows how well that works out. Yeah, I don't know how long this is going to be, but yeah. I don't even know if I'm going to edit it, which if I'm not going to edit it, some of the earlier stuff I just did are probably going to make no sense at all. Also, the large breaks in between sentences when I get my mind together to know what I'm going to say, those pauses are going to be weird. So I guess I am going to have to edit it slightly, which means it might take a while to render and edit, which means it might take a while to upload. Oh boy. Also, you might notice that there's some glare on my glasses, but I'm sure you're a big boy and you can handle it. Without further ado, let's just get into the topics I wanted to cover. Oh, but first, we're approaching 300 subscribers, and I kind of want to do a Q&A. So, put your questions in the comments below, and I'll answer them in the next whenever I Q&A for 300 subscribers. If we get enough questions in the first place. Or you could send me questions on Twitter with the hashtag AskPrimus. Or you can even message me on Tumblr, I guess, if you're into that. That aside, let's look into these topics. First I have is the animated series for Combiner Wars. I've seen pretty much everything they put out so far. At this point, they released all the prequel stuff in the trailer. The Starscream little short was pretty interesting. I actually really like what they're doing with Windblade, especially since it's a new character. You can pretty much do whatever with her. I know it's a bit cliche. I say a bit, I mean a lot cliche, but the whole revenge archetype. But it gives it a little Attack on Titan feel, how that one who's wants revenge of the Combiners who are so tall, just freaking attack on Combiners. The first one, the one with Optimus Prime and Megatron, I don't really remember. I watched it once. They're using John Bailey's voice, which is good for him. Good to see a Transformer fan goes from the bottom to the top. But I've honestly never been too much of a fan of his Optimus Prime impression. I mean, it's good as it is, but I feel like he wants to try to do a more G1, Peter Cullen type deal with his voice. And I'm like, oh, that was a big shake. I'm like, yeah, just do you, man. But, yeah, I am going to be watching Combiner Wars. I mean, I watch everything, let's face it. But, yeah, I'm curious to see, I'm curious to see what they're going to do with it. It's definitely not going to be like the comics, or page for page the comics, because, you have Computron and stuff in there, and Hot Rod, and, yeah. The next thing on the list is there have been some filming for Transformers The Last Night has been coming out. It's basically just helicopters shooting at cars. Michael Bay's filming a Transformers movie. Let's take you to the set. Explosions everywhere. So that seems like a Michael Bay move. So nothing really seems out of place there. Next up is those skateboards that are coming out. Of all the Transformers, all your favorite ones like Optimus Prime and the weird camera thing. I think it's just worth noting. I don't skateboard. I don't skateboard. Do I look like someone who skateboards? Do I look like someone who goes outside? Next up we have Robots in Disguise Season 3. That trailer was released, and we saw Starscream. Ooh. I'm looking at, we're halfway through the list, and I've only been recording for 7 minutes, and I know a good bit of those minutes are going to be cut off. But oh well. Maybe this won't be too long after all. I am excited to see Starscream. A lot of people are wondering, but didn't he get killed by the Predacons? I mean, we didn't see him get killed by the Predacons, so it's whatever, man. I like to see him. I haven't really liked Robots in Disguise because it's there's no real Decepticons I care about. Soundwave popped up once, and that was cool, then he was gone again. Like, oh, okay. But yeah, once we tie in more Transformers Prime, then I'll probably like it a lot more. Good to see Starscream in the fray. You can't just leave a... Transformers Prime left Starscream's story arc just open, and Starscream's kind of like a big character to just leave hanging. By the way, guys, I will not be doing anything related to Transformers toys on here, because frankly, I don't care. Like, really, I don't... The last toy I got was, well, I guess it was at TFCon, where I got, a whole bunch of Transformer characters, but that's just because I was at TFCon. And I mean, they're all characters I cared about. I don't really care about the toys, I care about the characters. And, yeah. I guess the most recent toy I got was... Oh boy. Was, Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. But, that's just because he's based on the More Than Meets the Eye design. So, yeah. Whew. Like all the Titan Wars stuff, I don't care about the toys. I got toys for Energon. I got toys for the movies. I've got all the characters I care about now, really. Also, I don't have enough money to be spending on toys. If you want a channel that does toy news, go check out Weebot the Robot. That's Weebot's second Transformers channel. And he's been doing like some of the San Diego Comic-Con reveals, like Leo Kaiser. Link in the description, maybe, if I can remember. I'm sorry, Weebot. And now we get into the post-Revolution stuff. Really no news on like non-Transformers properties, but for Transformers themselves, More Than Meets the Eye is getting renumbered and renamed to Transformers The Lost Light. And why? I mean, what's the point of changing it? Like, really? But whatever. The cover has a cool colored Rodimus, so I wonder what that's about. I've heard some people like suggest that maybe he's in mourning. Like in Megatron Origin, we see Sentinel Prime change his colors to represent he's in mourning. I mean, this is Rodimus we're talking about. This is the dude who made a giant pod, the Rod Pod, to look like himself. I don't know why he would change his colors if it's something he cares about so much. So we'll have to see in More Than Meets the Eye and Revolution, maybe. Robots in Disguise or X-Robots in Disguise. The current Transformers series is getting renamed to Transformers Optimus Prime, which I think that's kind of cool. It was already pretty much Optimus Prime. Let's be honest here, but it seems like a step backwards. Like Windblade got renamed to Till-All-Are One, and that's because, you know, we can't just focus on one character. I'm like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. Transformers gets renamed to Optimus Prime. That's the reverse of what we just did, isn't it? But whatever. Which leaves us with Transformers The Lost Light, Transformers Till-All-Are One, and Transformers Optimus Prime, and no series, just called Transformers. Huh. Well, it'd be cool if we get another Transformers series called Transformers and we have 4 Transformers series going on. That would be a lot. It would also be awesome. By the way, I haven't been uploading any Transformers lore recently because I've been working on an entire comprehensive timeline of the IDW universe. I wish... That really sounds like something that's a joke, but it isn't. There was also, I read somewhere that the More Than Meets the Eye tie-in with Revolution will involve the Scavengers in an Earth-based story. So if the Scavengers go to Earth, that would be pretty... So my webcam just sort of crashed right there. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm restarting it. Hope it works. Hope we're fine. It saved the clip, so I'm good. So I'm starting over again. But yeah, Scavengers on Earth. That'd be pretty cool. And just if I have anything else to say about Revolution, I'm really looking forward to Revolution. I don't want to talk about Revolution too much since I've done like how many videos on or preparing for the Revolution. So yeah. I think I'm going to end the video here, guys. It wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be, but that's all good. Leave your questions for the 300 subscriber Q&A. It can be anything. I don't care. If I don't want to answer it, I just won't answer it. But odds are I'm going to answer it. Unless you go out of your way to make something horrible. Just be normal. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And subscribe if you want to. Follow me on social media for updates. And have a good day, ladies and gentlemen.